Okay, so I was on Twitter, or not Twitter, Instagram, and I saw some screenshots of this extremely fucked up article where women are dehumanized and hate speech is justified against us in court because of the fact that it was a judge who used that hate speech. Judge's use of the C word could be seen as left-handed compliment, lawyer argues. There is no state of existence under which the C word can ever be a compliment, left-handed, backhanded, or otherwise. It's not a possibility. Just gaslighting under fucking law. In a courtroom, defending a judge who's being a misogynist. A part-time judge's use of the C word doesn't amount to obvious gender bias, his lawyer argued before New York Times top court Tuesday. Lawyer Michael Blakely told the New York Court of Appeals that a censure would be sufficient punishment for his client, Judge Paul Senzer. Don't forget that name. Let's make him absolutely famous, okay? Judge Paul Senzer is a misogynist who holds the position of judge. Okay. Of the Northport Village Court of Suffolk County, Law 360 reports. The New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct had recommended removal of Senzer for language in 9 emails he sent while representing 2 clients seeking the right to visit their grandchild. Okay, not one. He didn't do it once. I thought it was like he said it one time. There's 9 separate emails in which his language was questioned. And he holds the position of judge. Let's not forget that, okay? Paul Senzer. According to the commission, Senzer used the B word to describe the client's daughter and the C word to describe the daughter's lawyer. In one email, he referred to the daughter's lawyer as a "see you next Tuesday on wheels." In another, he referred to the lawyer as eyelashes. Senzer also referred to a court's attorney referee as an asshole, and the daughter and her ex-husband as scumbags. I'm sorry. Law 360 covered Blakely's argument made in person before the court judges, with the exception of one judge who participated remotely. We don't think the gender bias is obvious, and we don't concede it. We could go into multiple interpretations of the words used, but I don't think that's necessary. I can just point out the worst one, the C word, Blakely said. It's not a C word by itself. It's a term of art. C on wheels, which obviously refers to the aggressiveness of that attorney. It's a left-handed compliment, is one way to look at it, Blakely said. I can't... Okay, hold on. So here where it says, like, multiple interpretations of the words used, but don't think it's necessary. So it's not necessary. Forget about women. Forget about gender bias. Forget about sex-based stereotypes. Forget about, like, the fact that women are oppressed by men and now even in law are being allowed to be vulgar and hateful with us. Let's ignore that because we don't need to address it. We'll just point out this one word very specifically that is the worst word and gaslight you as hard as we can about it and see if we can get away with it. We also need to talk about the fact that this lawyer is trying to say that the C word refers to aggressiveness. So like how does a slur for women's genitalia, how is that related to aggressiveness? Because vaginas don't rape people. Penises rape people. So, like, to me, if you wanted to use a word to imply someone's aggressive and use a synonym for genitalia, it would most definitely be a dick or a cock. You wouldn't be calling them You're just saying that because you hate women. And you hate women's vaginas, and you hate women and their bodies and their genitalia. That's why you equate cunt with aggressive. Blakey added that the language is obviously inappropriate, but argued that its use didn't merit removal. Of course not. It doesn't matter. Like, misogyny, hatred of women, femicide, all that, woman erasure, female erasure, lesbian erasure, like, we don't need to address it. It doesn't matter. We just need to fucking brush it under the rug and pretend it's not happening. Censor was referring to lawyer Karen McGuire. Isn't that just, like, perfect? In the C-word email, she offered a sarcastic reaction when contacted by Law 360. Isn't it every female attorney's dream to be called to see you next Tuesday on wheels? Right? She said, spelling out the letters for the word. Don't we swear our oath and say, this is what I want my legacy to be? Yes, that is what men want their legacy to be. They want their legacy to be misogynist, abusive, dehumanizing language to convey their points, because their anger and their narcissism is more important and more valid than women's existence and respecting us as human beings. Okay, see you later.